After resolving the crisis surrounding Fullwish, we returned to the Astral Express to gather our thoughts. Shuhu, Asat Pramod, and the Veracity. Unforeseen challenges arrived in rapid succession. After careful deliberation, we decided to split into teams and tackle the problems in Planarcadia together. There, Yao Guang, Dan Heng, and Welt traversed every corner of Planarcadia to deploy the Decalite Reflection Barrier as a safeguard against a potential ambush by the Lord Ravager. Meanwhile, Blade decided to set out for the edge of the world in Canvas, where he intended to use the power of the Veracity to bring his conflict with Shuhu to its final conclusion. Elsewhere, Ashvale, March 7th, and the others headed to the tavern in search of clues regarding Asat Pramod. Their investigation eventually centered on En route. This former masked fool left the tavern for the Astral Express, becoming the navigator known as Icy. And the Veracity shadow of Ashvale is, in fact, his legacy. In addition, Ron May brought word that the Phantasmoon games were more than a game. They were a ritual, enacted by Aha to suppress the dead husk of the Veracity. She further suggested that the path of elation may have originated from a concept stripped away from the Veracity: aftertaste. At the same time, I ventured into the world in Canvas in search of Graphia at Evanesia's request. By a twist of fate, I truly did encounter the mother of Imogenesis. She spoke of the Cinderth Age, of the day the Express fell, and of her stand against Asat Pramod, before beckoning me further into the world in Canvas. Elsewhere, Himeko returned to Graphia Academy to accompany Ryusuke, probing him for any ties to the destruction. As they revisited their shared memories, Ryusuke posed a chilling theory that the real Himeko had long ago succumbed to the weathering curse. The person standing before him was merely an imagination she had painted to carry on her dream of trailblazing. On the banks of the Inkford Hermitage, I crossed paths with Silverwolf and Blade once more. There, I summoned Graphia, who ferried us into the depths of the world in Canvas. In the meadow on the distant shore, Blade bid us farewell and threw himself resolutely into the Veracity's maw. Embracing the path he had walked, he reclaimed his heart as a craftsman. By harnessing the Veracity's furnace-like destructive power and the regenerative flesh of the abundance, he vowed to temper himself into the blade that would imprison Shuhu for eternity. In the meadow on the distant shore, it dawned on me that the Graphia we saw earlier at Inkford Hermitage was an imposter. The true culprit, Asat Pramod, revealed himself, exposing that Graphia is, in fact, a scion of destruction. He then broke our assault, grievously wounding Graphia before he departed. As we struggled through a grueling battle against the maddened Graphia, Blade returned from his nirvana. Having tempered Shuhu within himself, he joined us to turn the tide, and with his aid, Graphia was restored to her senses. She revealed that Asat Pramod could seemingly manifest in many places at once. It was exactly as she said. And indeed, at that very same time, Ashvale, Yao Guang, and the others were also attacked by Asat Pramod. Worst of all, even Ryusuke, Himeko's father, had been Asat Pramod in disguise from the very beginning. After revealing himself, he stood before us all and declared that an unpredictable disaster was about to descend upon Planarcadia. Asat Pramod said he was meeting a genuine nameless. Himeko! She's in trouble!
If that meanie can copy and paste himself anywhere, then it's not just the Astral Express that's in trouble.
The husk is growing agitated.
I'll open an escape path for you from the canvas world to reality. I'll stay in the canvas world to repair the seal and quell the remains of the veracity.
Apologies. Pursuant to a comprehensive extrapolation process, the conclusion, your projected success rate is less than 3%.
Is this...
Does anyone hear me?
I knew you'd follow us, but your timing is way too impeccable.
I observed an intense energy reaction burst from the world in canvas. Locking onto your coordinates was then a straightforward matter. Meanwhile, similar energy signals have also appeared in multiple locations across Planarcadia. Their eigenvalues match the data recorded by the IPC during the Amphorius crisis. Conclusion. Lord Ravager Asat Pramod has appeared in multiple locations concurrently.
Is this some kind of trick? Wait, everybody knows that meanie can take any form he chooses. How do I know you're the real Pearl?
The real... Pearl? Confusion. Ether hacker. Is there some sort of word game underway? Coordinates. Graphia Academy. Image data shows a conflict broke out between Miss Himeko and an entity suspected to be Asat Pramod. Almost simultaneously, a gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was observed centering on those exact coordinates. Coordinates. Perdido Station. The Express is... intact. Coordinates. World's End Tavern. March 7th and Asheville have evacuated. All communications are stable, and they are in no immediate danger. Coordinates. Abandoned station. Contact with General Yao Guang, Don Hung, and Mr. Yang now lost. The last intercepted signal indicates another shift in the domain's spatial structure.
Darn it.
Organic beings, please filter out interference from emotion variables. Proposal. Immediately escort Graphia to Pearl Tower. There is insufficient time to engage in simultaneous individual fights. I shall launch the emergency plan I have long had on standby. I will ask Master Graphia to reenact the world in canvas ceremony once more. I'm aware discussing a deal right now is perhaps inopportune, but place your trust in me, Ether Hacker. This is also the foundation upon which a deal between us can be struck. Time is decreasing. I am experiencing difficulty predicting success rate of the contingency plan.
Oh, disconnected. This deal is mine. I don't want to drag anyone else into it.
It's okay, little girl. As things stand, that Intellitron lady's plan might be our only hope for salvation.
She's your super duper biggest #1 fan, all right. You are in all her electric dreams. But I want to say this first. The thing with your fancy canvas world seal? Those IPC losers tore it.
And that's exactly why we need her power. I'll paint a path through the artwork I left behind 1,000 years ago. Lend me a hand, little girl.
Do I have to paint too? Because my painting is usually kind of rough.
That roughness is exactly what we need. We're not painting in reality. On the contrary, we are tearing open a rift. It is done.
Let's go. Your friends on the Express need you.
That flickering Megatron phantom. Is that the secret weapon you used to defeat the Herald of Death 15 years ago? Looks like you have a ways to go still. But to think you actually recreated it. My darling fake daughter. You truly are a fascinating being.
So the father, who was with her since she was 6, guiding her to reach the stars, that was you all along? A Lord Ravager? Telling her about the wonders of the cosmos at bedtime? Awkwardly trying to calm her when she was crying? Was all of that just an act? Just to play some sick joke?
You look genuinely heartbroken. Have you been playing Himeko for so long that you feel you really are her? Or did you obtain her memories before she died? Daddy has long had this habit of pouring all my emotion into my work. I always take time to study a planet before I apply the final brushstroke of destruction to it. Much like admiring the brushstrokes of an artwork, I too experience life alongside the living beings of a planet. Then, I slowly visualize how I would paint that world into my vision of hell. I must admit, in Ahatopia, I subconsciously did a few unnecessary things. Well, more than a few. But it's exactly this extra bit of effort that allowed me to create masterpieces I never dreamed of. Watching you struggle, grow, and never give up hope. It gave me unparalleled joy.
Just masterpieces, huh? I see. Thank you, Mr. Asat Pramod.
Oh?
Thank you for placing me on the path of the Trailblaze. Thank you for acting for so long. And thank you for the adventure stories at bedtime. As Ryusuke, you introduced me to stargazing. And so I learned to look up. You told me the Astral Express was real, igniting my obsession with finding it. You sowed a false seed, but I nurtured it in my heart, and it sprouted into a desire for trailblazing. The path you paved with lies is true to my companions and me. It has brought us here. And now, I will stop you and shatter your meticulously woven elation.
Interesting. So very interesting. Navigator, you never fail to surprise me. How quickly you dusted yourself off. How quickly you spring into a counterattack. Patricide, they say, is the first step of growth. What will you do next? I look forward to it.
Patricide? On whom? My father? Or the monster in front of me wearing his face as a mask? All I will do is rip off that mask. I believe my true father's spirit is up there right now, watching on with delight. And this grand entrance. Isn't it a bit much if all you came to do is watch me grow? Why are you really here? To join the Phantasmoon games?
Bingo! I can feel it. The tides of panicked wish power, impatient to swarm me.
But the 8 masks already have their owners. How exactly are you?
I'm sure everyone watching is as confused as Miss Himeko here. The 8 supplicants have already been determined. How would an unsought guest like me find a place in this Ionic ceremony? Ding dong! Recall! At the beginning of our story, our lady referee got a bit creative with the rules and drew a mask for the protagonist. So, the rightful mask of elation, the one discarded for a fake, whose hands did it fall into? The answer is right in front of you. Well then, how will a Lord Ravager win this game? It's simple. What I'll be promoting isn't a miracle. But the price tag you ignored. As you enjoyed the miracle.
Planarcadia, what did you do?
Prosperity breeds corruption, and suffering forges heroes. They revel in the moment, carefree, as if it were the night before Arcadia was set to be destroyed. Since they believe so fervently, then they deserve nothing less than this fate, to become flecks of crimson ink upon this apocalyptic landscape of the demon capital.
Lunatic. Destruction is more attractive to morbid curiosity than creation is. But the artwork will not disappear. Even if it is defaced or lacerated, it will always live on, as long as there is someone to remember it. It will be real, as others recreate it over and over again.
Pity. none of you will get the time to repaint it. I will lock you inside another painting, place you at the start of the lie that is trailblazing, and you will be helpless.
Breaking news! We are hearing of an unprecedented major incident in Planarcadia!
Just moments ago, a news supplicant announced they're joining the fantasy game. This supplicant claims to be Asat Pramod, a Lord Ravager serving under the Eon of Destruction.
According to eyewitness accounts, an entity suspected to be Asat Pramod appeared simultaneously in multiple locations, including Gotham City and Vehicle City, instantly causing massive destruction for unknown reasons.
Is he just gonna ignore the 8-player win? Will the Department of Operation Defense approve his participation? Speaking of which, what exactly has the Department of Operation Defense been defending?
Back-end data shows the online buzz surrounding tags like hashtag Asat Pramod and hashtag Lord Ravager is intensifying. This also means Asat Pramod will gain a massive amount of wish power.
So, the supplicant that ultimately wins the fantasy games and takes over as the Eon of Elation could be a Lord Ravager!
We will continue to follow this story. We urge our viewers with any leads on Asat Pramod's whereabouts to contact us immediately.
Okay, did the teleporter spit us out in the wrong place? How long were we even gone? Is this place still the same Planarcadia as before?
There's no mistake. This is reality. The real Ahatopia.
Where's Himeko? Himeko! Can you hear me?
It's not just the comms. Planarcadia's coordinate data is all over the place, too. Where's Perlux Tower? This space... it doesn't follow the laws of physics at all.
It looks exactly like 1,000 years ago, when the Legion tore the sky open. Asat Pramod finally got tired of just watching. The opportunity he's been waiting for has finally arrived. The world's in canvas. No point in trapping the Veracity Husk anymore.
If Asat Pramod is so powerful, couldn't he just destroy this place and be done? Why bother joining the Phantasmoon games?
So there's a further condition required to truly awaken it. That dead yet indestructible husk slumbering for countless ages.
A massive amount of wish power activates the husk. As it happens, the winner of the games will be the supplicant with the highest accumulated wish power.
Exploiting the game's rules to win Aha's power, only to serve as the final offering to feed the Veracity.
Asat Pramod himself wants to serve up the Phantasmoon games to the Veracity on a plate.
Just thinking about how winner takes all is meant literally in the games gives me the chills.
Would Aha really just sit back and let all this happen?
Aha's thoughts on this are one thing. But what the gods won't do, humanity must. Just like before, we must stop Asat Pramod and rally all the power we can.
The Nameless would never just stand idly by.
Cool. Count me in. Either way, I don't want my game ending to be me in the belly of a Leviathan.
And I just got out of that maw. I don't intend to go back in anytime soon.
Let me try. Initiating all channel scan. Bad news. The whole academy is dark. In other words, besides us, there isn't a single living soul here.
Where are the students? The teachers?
Don't be so negative. Maybe your boss lady evacuated them.
It's too early to jump to conclusions. Let us walk a bit farther ahead. The answer might be there.
Himeko! Where are you?